Man, yet another amazing game, bro. Yet another absolutely amazing game. Save of the decade. How Twa saved that? I have no idea. Like, bro, like I'm thinking of some of the saves that Khan made before made because you have to understand that the save in a vacuum is an amazing save. Just in a vacuum is an amazing save. But the fact that it was the last kick of the game, and if you didn't save that, you are now going into extra time, a man down. That might be one of the best clutch saves I've ever seen. 100%. That's his top 10 of the most clutch saves I've ever seen because it's the same was freaking insane, and based on what that save meant. Um, did Messi's biological father just become Neo, invoke bullet time, and do a scissor kick in the air to score a goal? I think he did that. And isn't this guy coming from illness? I keep telling you people, stop disrespecting Messi's biological father. There's a reason why he's called Messi's biological father because he's just that dude. And your insults and your abuse, it's fuel to him. Mbappe FC were up and running. Mbappe FC were up and running. I told you, Mbappe FC. We're looking for a second WC. We're looking for a Ballon d'Or. I'm looking for a few Liga titles and, of course, a UCL. But the road to those UCLs, Ballon d'Ors, and a second World Cup, that road is still there. But again, guys, don't ever disrespect Messi's biological father. Never ever do that again. Just understand that he's Tesh. He is the definitive article. And when it comes for being big time, no, but bro, there's a reason why he's a World Cup good. There's a reason why he's already in he's one of the greatest World Cup players ever. If you're a World Cup goat, don't disrespect a World Cup goat. That's just not that's how things just don't work. Respect your boy Mbappe. Look, Dortmund, they did their thing. Shout out to your boy Niko Kovac and his brother Robert Kovac, the two coaches. But you always thought that Dortmund they were never going to win this game. They gave a good go, but they were never going to win this game. And I think for Real Madrid, see, if you're Alonso, you would have felt that it shouldn't have ended like that. They should have made it a lot more easier and a lot more straightforward. And I think them just sort of hanging on at the very end was like, Alonso, come on, bro. They should have been like it should be a clean sheets, an easy clean 2-0. Let's get out of there. Easy 2-0. Let's get the hell out of there, man. But Gonzalo Garcia, bro, that's Gonzalo kid, bro. That guy, Alonso has an issue, a good issue. You see, a good problem to have for a manager is I don't know what my best team is. That is a great problem to have. He has to start. And if he starts, who gets sacrificed? I'm sorry. You have to understand that there are some people who just understand goal scoring, and there's people who just understand how to play striker. And I want to respond to some people who say, "Oh, you say Mbappe can't play striker, but look at how many goals that he scored." That's not the whole point. It's amazing he scored all those goals. Look at how he scored those goals. Look at where he scored those goals. They were in bunches. To get Mbappe at his maximum, he needs to be played on the left. And because my thing is, put it this way, he has to play. It would be stupid after what he's done so far and how well he's been literally one of the best players at this tournament and an amazing natural goal scorer that's coming next season, you now bench him. But now that you start him, who do you now sacrifice? Because I'm sorry, the whole point of a coach and a manager is you have to be malleable and you have to change with circumstances. So Alonso may have had an idea of, oh yeah, Vini Mbappe as striker. But now that you see this Club World Cup and seeing what this kid is doing and how well he's playing, you would be stupid to now be like, oh no, I can't start him because he's not a big enough name. Mbappe, Vini, Bellingham, they have to play. No. He has proven himself. He's proven that he's a natural goal scorer. He has proven that he's on the same wavelength as everyone around him. So you have to start him. And once you now start him, you've got to make a very hard call and bench someone. You've got to bench someone, whether that's be Vini, whether that be Mbappe, or whoever. Because the key person that loses that is that guy that we're bringing on like with 3 minutes to go, i.e. your boy Rodrigo. Because I'm sorry, this kid, this is a striker. This is a guy who knows how to play that striking position. This is a guy who knows the runs to make, how to time his runs, and just has that excellent eye for goal. And if he just continues to grow into that position, bro, Real Madrid could really cook. So I think For Alonso, it's a great problem to have because it's like, whoa, he was never in my plans. Now he's in my plans. It makes things a lot more interesting because I have a guy who I didn't even cater for seem to work well with this freaking team. So I have to let the guy cook. Look, it's Real PSG. This was look, but Real are looking good. And I'm really looking forward to Real against PSG. And again, I can't call it. For me, I think both teams look good. I think PSG are slightly the better team because they're more cohesive and they know what they're doing. But they'll be missing Hernando and I think Pacho. But obviously, Madrid are missing Dean Huijsen. But I think you're looking at that game between both of them. It's gonna go either way. I think if PSG play their game, it's going to be hard for Real to beat them. But if Real play their game, because I think the amount of weapons that Real have, whether that through be Bellingham, Vini, Mbappe, this Garcia kid, the attacking weapons that Real have could be very dangerous. But I'm looking at that PSG midfield. I just think PSG as a team, they're far more complete. But specifically, their midfield, I just think is superior to Real Madrid's midfield. So, whatever the case may be, I think it's going to be a great game. And I've loved it to be the final, but it ain't the final, it's the semi-final. But I just think that if what I'm hoping is both guys bring their A game, because if both guys bring their A game, looking at how good the Club World Cup is, we could be in for an amazing, amazing, amazing classic, man. So it is what it is, man. Like the video, guys. Hit the subscribe button over there, guys. And check it out and join us for our post-match hangout. One love. Peace out.